Hey everyone, welcome to the channel and to another collective reading. I hope you're all doing well. So this kind of tails on to what I was discussing in the previous read, okay, about this evil son that was hell-bent on essentially becoming the Antichrist, okay. There's that sort of energy. I don't think they'll necessarily label it in those terms. It's just the easiest way to describe what they were trying to essentially become. So yeah, so tailing on from that, it actually tied in perfectly to a message that I got earlier today. And that was that essentially there is an individual that is being propped up, okay? There is someone who I feel like is very skilled, okay, in various forms of spell work, okay? This is someone who's done extensive research in occult practices, ritual, finding out various different pieces of information from different schools of philosophy as well as spirituality, okay? So this person has a multifaceted approach to spirituality, which is not bad in itself, but what I will say is this, okay, the means in which they're obtaining this information and how they plan to apply it is what's nefarious, okay? Because this person essentially wants to prop themselves up as some kind of, you know, global spiritual leader, but like almost like, you know, the Messiah, the second coming, you know. They may even plan to try and dupe some Christians, you know, that way. But I feel like it's not even about Christians. This person, yeah, they might want to try and dupe Christians, but I feel like what they're trying to do, what their actual plan is to enlist divine beings into their cabal, okay? So they're planning to build some kind of extensive network whereby they are utilizing and abusing the gifts, the insights, and the favor of divine beings, okay? So essentially they want to create a hub that they can energy harvest from, okay? And this will enable them to amplify their own gifts and give the illusion that they're doing certain things, that they're performing certain miracles, that they are this, you know, sort of supreme being, okay? This chosen being that's above all others. So this is essentially the deception that I feel like this person is about to carry out. So this is going to be a new sort of guru, spiritual leader, prophet or something like that, that's going to blow up very quickly, very suddenly, okay? There's going to be a lot of media hype around this person, I feel. A lot of people are going to be like, you know, questioning the validity of this person's claims. I feel like this person is also kind of being used as a smokescreen to really kind of attack spirituality, okay? Because as we know, the community has been under heavy scrutiny, okay, by media outlets, by the Shadow Elite, okay? They want to undermine the community, right? And either use religious dogma to paint, you know, spiritualists as demonic, you know, even though not everyone is, obviously. Or they're also using, you know, the fact that a lot of people are atheistic and saying that, you know, people who are spiritual are essentially insane and not to be listened to, okay? So I feel like this person is only going to further exacerbate the divide, okay, within the collective. Yeah. And that's where, you know, people need to be aware that there is going to be some level of pushback as a result of this person taking a stage, right? Taking the stage, having their moment in the spotlight because of the rift they're going to cause within the community even further, but also how it's going to kind of throw a negative light on the community. So it's important that divine beings are aware of this, okay, because this is the tactics of the enemy, right? The devil is using their minion, their puppet, to cause disarray, okay, to have people go against the spiritual community so they can sort of you know, carry out their nefarious plans without any kind of opposition, right? Do it under the guise of something else, right? And put all the attention and focus on this this false messiah type energy, this antichrist energy. Yeah, it's that sort of thing. While they actually carry out their real plots, you know, behind the scenes undetected. So it's just like any other false flag event, really, where, you know, they'll offer up someone, right? They'll sacrifice someone to take all of the public shame and humiliation and backlash, while they actually carry out something really nefarious, and hoping that it goes undetected by the population. That's pretty much what I'm getting here. Okay, so we're going to take a closer look at this situation. So tell me more. Yeah, we have Israfel, angel of song, Renf, angel of time, Hod's left leg submission, and Duma, angel of dreams. Yeah, so this is essentially it. You know, the idea here is to, again, be a distraction from what is really going on the spiritual level. Okay, the real revelations, okay, that's coming from the divine. They want to drown that out. Essentially, they want to create noise, distraction, smoke screens. Okay, a false flag event. That's what I'm getting, right? This is going to be one of those. I feel like as well that judgment has been passed by the divine, okay? And they are sounding the trumpet. They're trying to let the collective know, especially divine beings, those who have a mission, a calling, a purpose, okay? Those who have been chosen. They're essentially trying to warn you ahead of time that this is coming up, okay? And it's important that you don't let this person's mockery, you know, distract you from what's really going on and the real messaging, okay? The real purpose behind them kind of being put on center stage, right? Because it's to distract you. And not only that, they want to make sure that no divine being is duped into becoming a part of this person's cult or cabal or whatever, right? Because, you know, that would mean terrible things for them, okay? So this is like a double warning, like to look deeper, okay? To look behind the deception, okay? Look beyond what it is they're trying to distract you from, because there's clearly something bigger at play here. And timing is definitely a factor. It's like they need to make sure everyone's attention is on this person and not on something else that they're doing behind the scenes. We will look at that, okay, what that is. But that's essentially what I'm getting here. Okay, timing is definitely a key factor here. It keeps coming up that there's something about timing, you know, that's so key. It's like certain things have to line up perfectly, okay? It's like they need as well people to buy into the illusion in order to essentially have them under the command, the control of this false leader, right? This fake messiah type energy. Yeah, this person may even try to portray themselves as the personification of God, right? You know, there's loads of cult leaders that have already done this, you know, that have spouted similar things. But I feel like there's something about this particular person that is going to draw in a significant amount of attention. And I think it's because of certain claims they make, but also certain things that they seemingly are able to do, all right? But you've got to remember that a lot of this is fake, it's false, it's set up, it's staged. And also some of the things that they're doing, they're actually gaining those abilities by, like I said, energy harvesting. And also they're being temporarily bestowed certain gifts from the devil. So there is a lot of deception here, okay? So it's really important that you don't allow your eyes to deceive you, okay? That you don't take something at face value. Question it, okay? Question the person's true intention. Question what it is they're actually doing. Question why they want these divine beings to be a part of this, right? Yeah, because it has something to do, again, look, Angel of Sky, Shakiel, and Duma, Angel of Dreams. It's about your ability to co-create with the divine. That's what they want to harness. This keeps coming up, right, with regards to certain high-profile cults, that there's something about the collective consciousness where we're able to use our imagination. We're able to tap into manifestation abilities. We're able to co-create with the divine. If we can think it, we can speak it, we can visualize it, we can give life to it, okay? And that's essentially what they want to utilize, our ability to manifest something out of nothing, essentially. You know, divine beings can do that. You can manifest something out pretty much out of nothing, right? Just with your will, your intention, your energy, your vision, okay, your imagination. And it's like, certainly when it comes to, you know, your connection with source, you know, like I said, they want to harness that energy for themselves. You know, they're definitely targeting divine beings, I'm telling you. So what is it that they're trying to, what is this smoke screen there? What is it that they're trying to avoid the collective from actually seeing? So what is the actual plot, or what is it that they're actually trying to do, that they're trying to hide from the collective? Mercy, Angel of Mercy, Zadkiel, Angel of Time, Simikiel, Angel of Vengeance, and Guevara, Left Hand Path, Judgment. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is what it is, right? Essentially, what they're trying to avoid the collective from witnessing is divine judgment. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to, in the last moment, steer people quick. Like, it's like almost like a desperate grab. That's what it is. It's like in the last moment when everyone is being judged, right? Everyone's being judged accordingly. And some people will be forgiven for their trespasses, for their mistakes, for past actions, right? Especially when the divine can see that people are trying to course correct, when they're paying their karmic dues, when, you know, perhaps they were misinformed, they were misled, they were lost, you know, and they're trying to course correct. And of course, you know, the divine is going to show them mercy, right? Whereas with other people who are constantly in this spiteful, vengeful energy that's constantly trying to attack people, you know, to bring them down, to prop themselves up, you know, for greed, whatever the case may be, to energy harvest off them, they're in for a rude awakening, okay? There is a reckoning taking place. Like I said, that 4 horseman energy has been coming in strong for months, okay? People are already witnessing this, but it's about to be on a whole nother level, okay? It's going to be unprecedented what we're about to witness in the collective, you know? And it really is time, you know? It's at that point, that crucial point of no return, where people have been given so many opportunities to course correct, to make better and healthier decisions, right? To not constantly go for divine beings, not to constantly try and set people up, to not constantly trying to ruin someone's life, you know, out of jealousy, spite, because they're, you know, want something they have, or because they feel like they lack something that they see within someone else, or, you know, because they feel like they don't deserve for some reason, whatever, you know. Whatever the reasoning behind them constantly attacking people, it doesn't matter. You had a chance to stop doing that. If you don't do that, guess what? You're going to face the reckoning. For those that have course corrected, or people who have constantly just been trying to, you know, stay on the ascension journey and are tired of constantly being attacked, yeah, I feel like you're going to have a respite from this energy, okay? The divine is going to handle it, you know? But how you navigate these situations is going to be important as well. Because, you know, you're not meant to be a martyr, okay? You're not meant to sacrifice yourself for people that want to take you out. But at the same time, you have to be wise. You have to be smart. Yes, defend yourself, protect yourself, you know, send that energy back. Do what you need to do to protect yourself and your loved ones. But don't become the same as them, you know. Don't start then becoming like this angry, vengeful force where you're just like out for blood, out for everybody, right? Don't become just like them, essentially, okay? Do what you need to do to protect yourself, but recalibrate, ground yourself, stay grounded, okay? Stay high vibrational. Yeah, that's going to be really key, because I'm telling you, judgment is at play. And so what I feel like what they're trying to do is, because they're aware of this, right? They're trying to use different methods of distraction, okay? We can see it in the media with different scandals with celebrities and presenters and all sorts of stuff, right? You know, the thing that happened with the submarine and all of this stuff, right? They're all distractions, right, from what's really going on here and what's really happening at this time. Yeah. Because everything is cycling around, you know, everything is coming down to this moment in time where all past actions, all present actions, all future actions are being weighed and judged accordingly, right? And so now that is having a very clear impact, right, on how things move forward, how things progress, you know, the paradigm shift, the timelines people are on, where they find themselves, the karmic cycles they find themselves in, if they break free through certain programming, or if they're forced to go through a whole nother simulated cycle, you know, of just learning back-to-back lessons, you know, it's literally that. So, you know, kind of where you're at really depends, you know, where you'll be depends on currently where you're at, you know, that's pretty much the thing. But I feel like in the last moment, they're trying to drag whoever they can down with them. Okay, that's what I feel like. So it's like, you know, they're essentially trying to target certain people, you know, in mass, okay, to either, you know, become like them, to join them, or to remove them, okay? But I feel like, you know, a lot of attacks are going to be blocked at this time, you know, because the divine is like, I think the fuck not. It's pretty much that energy, you know. Wow, this is crazy. Yeah, I'm telling you, these people are in for a rude awakening. You know, this is what they're about to see. I mean, what we're seeing right now is kind of like the calm before the storm. That's what I'm getting. You know, it's like they keep targeting people that really are just minding their own business, essentially, right? And I feel like those are the people that the divine are going to show the greatest compassion and mercy to, okay? Because they know that they've been through it, okay? And they weren't deserving of the attacks that they've been through, okay? And it's time for these people to get their justice. You know, they're not here to be, you know, a silent victim. They're not here to be a silent witness. They're not here to, you know, just experience hardships and trials and pain and suffering. No. You know, it's time for these people to be liberated. But they have to be also willing to liberate themselves from tyranny, from oppression, from, you know, being targeted and attacked. Yeah. Wow. Look at this. So this is it, right? These are heavy hitters. That's what I'm getting here. Yeah. I'm telling you, Gabriel, angel of dreams, Cushiel, angel of punishment. When the two of these come out together, like, it's not good, okay? So I feel like the people that were constantly on the attack are now gonna be attacked, okay? I feel like, yeah, this is, I mean, Gabriel is a messenger angel, right? So they're kind of like putting the message out there. So this message is coming from them, that if people don't stop, okay, they are going to face divine punishment, okay? That's already in motion. So this is almost like a last chance to get it right, you know? This is like a final warning before, like, you know, judgment is passed on the entire collective. This is nuts. So a lot of Christians would probably see this as like, you know, the kind of like Revelations, the rapture or something like that. It's not that the world is ending, but there is absolutely a cleanup operation taking place because of the constant attacks on divine beings. Like, it's just too much. It's out of hand, right? And now these people that were in this really low vibrational energy, fallen angel energy, that's essentially what this is, are now facing divine punishment. Yeah. Yeah. Endurance, Duma, dreams. And that's it, you know. I feel like the same people that were literally putting divine beings through absolute hell for no good reason at all are now going to have to endure the same type of pain and suffering, and then some, that these divine beings had to, you know. And they know it, and that's the thing. The infernal forces know that their puppets are about to be annihilated. A lot of them are, you know. So it's like I said, this is like a last-ditch effort to take down as many as they can with them. Yeah. And to just make the most of the time that they have left. Because honestly, the divine is done. They are absolutely done. They are ready to dismantle a lot of these cabals, these cults, these, you know, industries that have been completely infiltrated by, you know, sort of demonic energies and infrastructures, you know, ways of doing things like these. Oh, I don't know. It's just sick, right? It's just really, really sick. And it needed to end. So I feel like, yeah, there is a huge cleanup operation that's taken place. Because it's like the whole structure, the whole system, okay, is infected. That's pretty much what it is. It's like the whole system is infected. And so they need to deploy an antivirus software pretty much to like clean up the virus, to remove all the viruses from the computer, right? It's like that. That's the analogy I've got. And that's pretty much how it is for this 3D paradigm, right? That the Matrix is been hijacked by an out of control virus here, right? That is demonic in nature. And so the divine is deploying a code, okay, a divine code to clean it up. Yeah. And that's where the deception lies with the enemy, because they're pretending that their puppet is that, okay, is the cleanup, is you know, the savior, okay? But it's not. That's not the form it's coming in. It's not coming in the form of an individual. It's coming in the form of just events, okay? Unexplainable events taking place back to back to back to back. It's not in the form of a human being. I can tell you that now. Yeah. Or an entity. Yeah, I'm telling you. These people are going to be forced, okay, to surrender to their fate, okay? A lot of these people, a lot of these puppets, a lot of these infernal beings are being sent back to the void. They are being annihilated and sent back to the nothingness, to the void, to the abyss. Okay, becoming part of the ether, back into the nothingness. Okay, sort of like primordial energies, right? And so I feel like when it comes to those who have been, you know, on the path of the divine, you know, that have been focused on ascending, that have been focused on healing, that have been focused on trying to balance their energies out, balance things out in their life, you know, right wrongs, learn from mistakes, clear up generational curses and ancestral karma, clear their own like past life karma, you know, do that deep inner work and find, you know, the deeper meaning behind their experiences rather than just being a victim, actually understanding how it's forged them into the being that they're becoming and using that to serve the collective, using that to serve and carry out a divine mission here, right? And not seeing it as, you know, just a terrible experience that was all in vain. The people that are able to understand, you know, the higher purpose behind it, right, and can give a deeper meaning to it, I feel like they're the ones that are about to be liberated. Yeah, because they didn't allow their circumstances to crush them. They didn't allow their circumstances to mold them into the very individuals that put them through that in the first place. You know, they stayed true to themselves. And so those people, I feel like, are going to be uplifted for their obedience, for their courage, for their ability to endure, okay? It takes a great deal of strength to endure non-stop attacks, okay? And the divine see all, okay? I'm telling you, Source, the gods and goddesses, okay, the most benevolent of beings, they see all, okay, and they have messengers. They have, you know, as much as demons have monitoring spirits and, you know, dark witches and wizards, yeah, so do the divine. They have their own monitoring spirits. They have their own messengers, okay, various angels that they use to keep an eye on things. They see everything. So they know what you've endured. They know your heart. They know your mind. They know your intentions. They know everything that you've done, why you did it, okay? So even when you have made mistakes, or you haven't acted in the best way, or, you know, you have let your emotions get the better of you, you know, they're able to essentially show you a better way. And I feel like you chose a better way. You didn't choose to become this, you know? So, and that's it. You went on that journey of self-discovery, self-improvement, personal growth, spiritual growth, healing, expansion. So I'm telling you, you're going to be exalted for this, you know? Whereas those whose only purpose in life is to destroy and harm and hinder and cause chaos, right? And to do horrific things, yeah, I'm telling you, they are going to be removed, because it's too much at this point, okay? It's become an epidemic in itself, right? Yeah, I'm telling you, spirituality, Kita, the crown, you know, that's it. The rightful people are being crowned, are being uplifted, exalted by the divine. Those who are true self-masters, spiritual masters, you know. And they don't need to put themselves on a pedestal and, you know, essentially declare themselves God. No, they don't have to, you know. They have a quiet confidence. It's like their energy, their work speaks for itself. Yeah. You know, these people are being reborn, rebirthed, being given a new life, a new opportunity. This is a paradigm shift, okay? These can even be like soulmates, soul tribe, family, twins. You know, becoming one, becoming interconnected, becoming unified, okay? Unifying parts of self that have been split, you know, and being made whole. This is like the convergence of the polarities within self, the light and shadow being unified into one, okay? And becoming a truly embodied spiritual being. Yeah. That's how you truly become like source, you know? And so I feel like that's what's happening, you know? There is a significant upgrade taking place here for some people. And like I said, the chaos agents, they're being dealt with. So, you know, so that's it. That's what they want to distract you from. They don't want you to see that this is what's taking place, you know. That a lot of these demons and these infernal forces are being taken out, okay. The earth is being given a chance to heal, to recover. Yeah. As well as, you know, nature itself, wildlife, okay. The frequencies of the planet are being recalibrated. And allowing the 5D frequencies and more to be able to actually permeate and penetrate the earth and all living things, because there's been it's been purposely blocked by these types of energies and entities, right? These individuals that work with those energies, lower vibrational energies. So that's all being dismantled. You know, those towers that are actually blocking those ascendant frequencies are being dismantled, destroyed. Yeah. And those chosen beings are being given an opportunity to truly heal the inner child, to be in that frequency and not constantly having to be in the energy of having to defend and protect oneself, you know, to protect the knowledge, protect the collective, you know, constantly being in like a spiritual warrior energy. Yeah. But these are gifted people. These are people who have deep knowledge, okay? They have been blessed, and they will be blessed with even more knowledge, really high-level sacred knowledge, because of their heart, because of who they are, because they lead with love, because they are love. And because that's their essence, you know, on it in its purest form. Yeah. It's like the collective is being reminded of who they are, that they are this divine being, that they have this strong energy of love within them. Okay, that's literally like their makeup, their genetic makeup. That's what the divine wants you to know. This message is coming straight from source, being delivered by the archangels, you know, like you're being reminded of who you truly are, that you are not the sum of your experiences, right? Like I said in that divine masculine message, it's similar to that, right? The divine masculine short that I posted. You know, you're not the sum of your experiences. You're not the sum of your failures or your successes. You know, you transcend that. You are the sum. You are the whole. You are part of the whole. Okay, you are part of the divine. You are love frequency. You are the love frequency. You know, it starts with us. It starts and ends with us. You know, the fate of our planet depends on us. So that's why the divine is bringing in this intervention. That's why the divine is doing its part to help clean this up, because they know that the collective is struggling, okay? And that, you know, divine beings, chosen ones, they need a helping hand. So the divine is utilizing its forces, right? It's doing this cleanup operation at the right time. Timing is everything, okay? They have to move exactly when the time is right. They have to do things in a very specific way. Otherwise, it can throw things off kilter even more, okay? There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that we're not aware of, okay? And that this matrix, okay, this 3D reality that we navigate, it's actually more complicated than we think. It's simple, but it's complicated at the same time, right? A paradox, but it's true. And so not everything can happen when we want it to, okay? There are so many variables at play, it's not even funny. There's like so many equations that have to be taken into account in any given moment. And bear in mind, you have to factor in, 8 billion people at the same time. That's a lot to consider, okay? So I'm telling you, there's a lot at play here. Yeah. So, yeah. That's pretty much what I'm getting, you know. Hopefully that made sense. I try to explain it the best way I can, as simplistically as I can. But that's pretty much what I'm getting. Like, this is a smokescreen. This is a deception. And they're trying to, essentially, like I say, they want to bolster their forces. They want to bolster, you know, their little group, essentially, okay? Because they want to take as many people down with them as they can, right? You got to remember, demonic energies and entities, they're always clamoring for people's souls. They understand the power of the soul, the energy that it essentially is. It emits, okay? It's a power source, okay? Extremely potent power source, you know? Human beings are like walking batteries. So, of course, they want to utilize that, because we have what they don't have, okay? And so, yeah, they want to utilize it for their own agenda, for their own means, you know? The more that they can energy harvest, the more souls that they can take down with them, the more powerful they are. So that's essentially what they want, right? They want to take as many people down with them as possible, under the guise of it being, you know, some kind of savior, right? That's pretty much what it is. But, you know, what they're actually wanting to do is like, you know, possibly like ritualistic sacrifices en masse, you know. Just think about some of the things that have happened at certain festivals and events, trips, you know, where there's been multiple casualties. Yeah. Then not everything is what it appears, right? It may seem like a tragic event or an accident, but no. Some of these things were by design, okay? So it's something to keep in mind. Hopefully it makes sense, but you know, this is what I'm getting. So it's important right now, you have this message ahead of time. If you see this, okay, because I feel like this is something that's coming up. So when you see such a figure being put on such a podium and being given like so much media attention, like globally, right? and they're claiming to be, you know, some kind of godhead or something like that, or, you know, a messiah or a spiritual leader or someone that's meant to lead humanity forward, okay, in some shape or form. Okay, they may not use those terms, obviously, but you get the energy, right? Just be wary, okay, especially if they have some kind of like group that they're trying to enlist certain people into, okay? Because I feel like they are going to be like handpicking divine beings to be part of this cabal, okay? People that they want to take down more than anything. Yeah. But it's a smokescreen for, you know, essentially the spiritual war that's taking place, and how the divine is coming in to do a massive cleanup operation, like a huge sweep, okay? So yeah, just be aware of that. But that's what I'm getting. So I hope this makes sense to you guys and you find it helpful. Okay, if you do, make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, click the notifications bell and click all so you don't miss any of your upcoming readings. But for now, I wish you guys all the best, and I'll speak to you soon.